And then there's another pastime which happened on very specifically on the 7th of July. Now, this is from a book by Ganesh Mishra. He has written a book called Santamala. So in this, he mentions about this pastime of bauri. This happened sometime in 1902. So he talks about, in his book, about a devotee called bauri, who was from Baligram. And he had such intense devotion for the Lord. So there's this beautiful pastime of coconut. How this bauri, though he was a poor man, he once saw a coconut with a merchant, and he decided to buy it for Jagannath. So it was way beyond his financial capacity, but somehow he bartered it for some cloth and got this coconut for Jagannath. Now, after getting coconut for Jagannath, he didn't have enough money to go all the way to Puri. So he asked one of his friends that, can you go and offer this? Since you're going to Puri, can you offer this to Jagannath? So he said, okay, let me see. I'm just going for some business, and if I get time. He said, no, there's nothing much. Simply stand near the Garuda Stamba and you just tell Jagannath that your devotee bauri has sent you coconut. If Jagannath wants, he will take it. If he doesn't take it, bring it back. Now he thought this was a joke. So he said, okay, I'll do that. So anyway, he was not very serious about it. But by the way, he finished all his work and now he was about to leave Puri and he remembered the coconut. So he just went and stood near the Garuda Stamba and he just looked at the Sudarshan Chakra and said, your devotee bauri has sent this coconut for you. The moment he said that, the Lord's hand came out from the altar, stretching all the way, taking the coconut. And this person simply fainted. He was amazed that, oh, what a devotion. The Lord has personally accepted the coconut of bauri. And there's another pastime of the mangoes, the 40 mangoes. How once bauri, he brings 40 mangoes for the Lord. So when he brings these mangoes, you know what happens in Puri. The moment you want to offer something, there'll be so many pandas and all are pulling and pushing and give us, we'll offer it on your behalf. And bauri says, all right, stop. I don't want to offend anybody. If I give to this panda gets offended. I don't want to give it to anybody. He just goes and stands near the Garuda Stamba, takes each, one mango, and then he looks at the Sudarshan Chakra and he says, oh my Lord, this is for you. And every time he says that, the mango is gone. It's not visible anymore. And it's just gone. And in the thin air, disappears. And then the second mango, and then the third mango, and all the 40 mangoes disappear. And everybody's like, oh, you're such a great devotee. And the Panda says, no great devotee. Some magic he's showing, And bauri says, no, the Lord accepted it. And I said, no, how do we know Lord accepted? He said, just go and look, Lord has taken them. So then they run inside the altar and they see, yes, all the mangoes, 40 mangoes are lying there, eaten by the Lord, and the seeds are here and there, and there's mango all over Lord's face. So then the pujaris, they understand, oh, you're such an amazing devotee. So like that, there are so many sweet pastimes of bauri. How he was so very attached to the Lord that whatever he saw, he saw Lord in that. Like, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yo mam pashyati sarvatra. Those who are devotees of the Lord, they see everywhere they see Lord. In everything they see Lord. So there is this famous pastime of how, once he came back from Rath Yatra, from Puri, and he was so much in smaranam of the Lord, that when his wife offered him some prasadam, food to eat, now they're poor people and they had this red brick plates, and then on top of it his wife puts heap of rice, and then on top of it a little spinach, which had become a little black because it's been there for a long time, not fresh. So immediately when bauri sees that, he just remembers the big eyes of Jagannath, the red and then the white in between and then the black. And he starts crying and dancing and jumping. And then his wife had to call the other people from the village, please control my husband. And then the others also understand that, oh, bauri is so much into remembrance of Jagannath that in everything he sees Jagannath. So then they advise his wife, next time when you give rice, don't put it like that, put it separately. Otherwise he's reminded of Jagannath. And then I read somewhere that at the fag end of his life, when bauri was not able to go to Puri anymore because of his old age, he was crying one day that I want to see the Lord, I want to see the Rath Yatra. What do I do? My body doesn't have that much capacity. So the Lord appeared in his dream and he said, come here, I'll show you. And then he goes behind his hut. There's a small pukur, a small pond. And then he goes and stands there and he sees, he can see the whole Rath Yatra happening on the surface of the pond. And when he wakes up from the dream, he just asks his wife, come quickly, I got a beautiful dream. And both of them run towards the pond. And it's true, it's happening. They were actually able to see whole Rath Yatra procession happening on the surface of the pond. So like that, the Lord reciprocates in such beautiful and amazing ways with his devotees.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna lage. Sab Krishna, Krishna, Krishna lage. Sab Krishna, Krishna, Krishna lage. Sab Krishna, Krishna.